Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we need to have a serious chat because this is something that's been weighing on my mind for a long time now, and that is the absolute undeniable fact that women in Overwatch are second-class citizens. And I'm gonna prove it to you right now. Now, we all know that Overwatch is a world that was ripe with conflict. There was robots trying to take over the entire world, and humanity was almost wiped out at one point if it weren't for Overwatch. Now, the thing is, Overwatch was disbanded after a while, and after the Omnic Crisis, it's quite clear that women were seen as less valuable, and they received less healthcare than men did in the world of Overwatch. And there's one really big and telling reason as to why that is. The majority of female characters in Overwatch suffer from an advanced case of scoliosis and a myriad of other presumed bone and joint degenerative diseases. Now, you're probably thinking to yourself, well, that's totally crazy, how could you possibly know that? Just look at the character models and it becomes super obvious. We're gonna start out by looking at, well, a doctor, Mercy. Now, because she is a doctor, you would assume that she knows a little bit about how your back is supposed to look, and that it's not supposed to be arced at probably what looks like a 50-degree angle. Now, that's not normal. How does that happen? Well, you probably have some very advanced case, like I said, of, yes, scoliosis. How do you get scoliosis? It naturally occurs, and when it goes untreated, it can lead to a lot of problems that look very similar to Mercy. Now, why the hell wouldn't this be treated? I mean, she is a doctor. Well, the thing is, maybe she doesn't have access to medical care because women are devalued in the world of Overwatch after the Omnic Crisis, where they need men to be the strong ones and women have to take a back seat. And if you think I'm crazy, let's take a look at some of the other heroes. Symetra, for instance, does that look normal? Look at her shoulder. It is bent back in a very unnatural position, along with her back being arced in a similar way to Mercy's. Furthermore, you see similar things in Widowmaker and even Tracer at the small of her back. Now, there are exceptions to this. I'm not saying that every character is like this. Let's go ahead and take a look at Zaria. But the thing is with Zaria, she is a freedom fighter for the Russians, so she would be fighting against oppression and against things like that, so it would make sense that she would have access to more healthcare, considering she doesn't adhere to what general society does. Let's take a look at Pharah as well. Now, it may appear from the get-go that Pharah is very straight and posh as well. She seems to not be suffering from any of these ailments. But when you think about it, maybe Pharah's suit is to make sure she doesn't suffer from these ailments. If that can help keep her back straightened out, then she'll never have to deal with this scoliosis. Now, of course, we can't really tell if Mei suffers from this as well because she's always covered up in different parkas and whatever the hell else she wears. But we can even look at Ana and see what happens after a while in the opposite direction. There's a reason that Ana is so hunched over all the time. It's because she has many problems, some of which are probably related to her being an old grandma, but others could definitely be related to her not being able to get the medical treatment in this day and age. So there you have it. There's some undeniable proof that the world of Overwatch is a world of misogyny and terribleness that we should never ever want to live in. I am IAmPattyJack. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.